JBN, we keep you informed. Jamaican charged after canoe detected with ganja and guns found in Cayman. An illegal landing incident in the Cayman Island has resulted in the seizure of ganja, arms and ammunition allegedly involving a Jamaican. Just after 5 a.m. on Thursday, May 21, police officers were on patrol when they came upon what has been described as a Jamaican-style canoe in the Spots Beach area of Shamrock Road. A search of the location was conducted and several packages were located and seized by the police. The packages reportedly contained what is suspected to be ganja, along with 2 handguns and a quantity of live ammunition. The police immediately initiated a search for the crew of the vessel that was found, which had apparently landed illegally. Just after 11 a.m. on Thursday morning, a 46-year-old man from Jamaica was located and arrested on suspicion of illegal landing, importation of unlicensed firearms and other firearm-related offenses, as well as being concerned in the importation of ganja and other drug-related offenses. On Saturday, May 23, the Jamaican national was formally charged with 2 counts of possession of an unlicensed firearm, possession of unlicensed firearm ammunition, being concerned in the importation of ganja, being concerning in the supply of ganja, and a landing in the Cayman Islands without specific permission by an officer. He appeared in court on Monday, May 25 via video link and was remanded in custody until June 8. The accused is being isolated in custody in keeping with COVID-19 security procedures in the Cayman Islands. Red Hills Road shopkeeper gunned down. A 46-year-old shopkeeper was gunned down on Sunday afternoon by a lone gunman on Red Hills Road, just 25 minutes before the national curfew was scheduled to start. The curfew ran from 3 p.m. Sunday to 8 a.m. on Labor Day, Monday, May 25. Reports are that the shopkeeper Marva Gowie of a Red Hills Road address was standing in front of her shop when a lone gunman opened fire on her, hitting her several times. The police were summoned and she was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Investigations are ongoing. Gun and 50 rounds of ammunition seized in St. Catherine. Man arrested. 1 man is in custody following the seizure of a firearm and more than 50 rounds of ammunition in Lime Tree Grove, St. Catherine. The police say 5:30 a.m. on Saturday, May 23, officers were on an operation in the area when a premises was searched. 1 Eckler and Koch 9mm pistol, 57 9mm rounds of ammunition, and 1 magazine were found hidden beneath a motor car, according to the police. The identity of the person taken into custody is being withheld pending further investigations. Residents of Hanover reject COVID-19 patient, saying he is from Portland. Residents of Hanover taking to social media and other platforms to chastise the government for crediting the parish with 1 case of COVID-19 after a male cruise ship worker from the Adventure of the Seas, which docked in Falmouth, Trelawney last week, tested positive for the virus. Having prided themselves on being the only parish with no cases for more than 2 months, stakeholders in Hanover have criticized the attribution system as flawed. I don't know how they go about doing their assessment of COVID-19, but whatever method they use, in this case it is incorrect, said Lucy Mayor Sheridan Samuels, who is also the chairman of the Hanover Municipal Corporation. Samuels said that local health authorities had confirmed that the infected man was indeed a Portlander who was opted to stay with his child's mother in Hanover. Hanoverians have been pulling out all the stops to keep the parish free of the virus through robust observation of the various health and safety protocols, as well as quirky community sanitization stations. The fact that we have been working so hard to keep Hanover COVID-19 free, and a person from somewhere else in the world came to Jamaica and tested positive, and they are now giving him to Hanover, is not right, it is not fair, and it is really unfortunate, added Samuels. The mayor said that he had tested the pulse of the parish and residents had been expressing outrage. They are prepared to go public with their discontent, possibly with a protest demonstration. I am calling on the authority to review that situation and retract this misinformation, said Samuels. Dr. Kaushal Singh, Medical Officer of Health for Handover, said that he was given a handover address for the individual in question, but was awaiting his release from quarantine in St. Anne to speak with him. I have also heard that the patient is from the parish of Portland and only resides in Handover with a girlfriend, Singh said. We are not the policymakers, and I've been told that when a person is found to have coronavirus, the parish where he is from will have to take that case. I am not going to say I am in agreement, but as I said, we are not the policymakers, added Singh. Dr. David Steer, Custos of Handover, is also displeased that the parish no longer has its enviable record. I am not sure that it is accurate, and let me tell you something, it is doing Handover a great disservice, said Steer. The Ministry of Health and Wellness tracking chart shows that Jamaica has 556 confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 238 recoveries. Quarantined flight returnees pushed to back of the line. The 200 Jamaicans who arrived via air from New York and Fort Lauderdale on May 13 are accusing the government of giving preferential treatment to the 1,044 Adventure of the Seas cruise ship workers who have already been processed a mere week after docking in Falmouth. The nationals being housed at the Bay Principe Hotel in St. Anne were expecting their second COVID-19 test on Monday, but no one from the Ministry of Health and Wellness turned up, they said. So far, we have done one test, which came back negative. The second test will determine who departs for home this Thursday, May 28, one of the persons under quarantine lamented. Because we are 200 in number, and the cruise ship had over 1,000 voices with a bigger influence on the media, they were out of here in 3 days, although they came long after we did. While quarantined persons generally must return 2 consecutive negative results before discharge, it is unclear whether the Adventure crew members were double tested before being released. All ship workers have disembarked the Adventure, and hundreds who tested negative have been released to self-quarantine at home. They're reportedly being tracked by geofencing technology. Frustrated by what they described as miscommunication, the New York and Fort Lauderdale group said they have been cooperating with the authorities throughout their quarantine period because they understood the process. However, I thought we were all Jamaicans. We were stuck in our rooms in the US, and they were stuck in their cabins on the ocean. All of us want to go home because we too have been away from our homes for a very long time, a Jamaican national said. The returnees requested anonymity for fear of victimization. They are fearful that with a ship docking in Falmouth last night and another due today, they will become the forgotten lot. We have been pushed to the back of the line as if we are not important, a spokesperson for the group said. When contacted last night, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton sought to assure the quarantine group that they would leave by Wednesday. The minister said they would be sampled on Tuesday. The Office of the Prime Minister announced that the Norwegian cruise line with 174 Jamaican crew members docked in Falmouth yesterday evening. The Carnival Glow will also return home approximately 240 Jamaican crew members this morning. A Disney vessel is also slated to berth on May 29 to disembark more than 400 crew members. 180 Colombian nationals will also be transported via a secure corridor to a waiting charter flight at the Sangster International Airport to be flown back to their home country. Approximately 2,000 Jamaicans who have applied for re-entry to the Jam COVID app will have been repatriated by this week. New Denham Town homeowners warned against fire hazards, with more than 500 residents of the Kingston Western constituency rendered homeless by fire in the last 6 years. 4 families who receive keys to houses in Denham Town have been warned against the hazard of stealing electricity. Local Government and Community Development Minister Desmond McKenzie said during yesterday's handover of keys that the beneficiaries were among families who had suffered loss of their homes to fire as recent as a year ago. The project cost less than $11 million, McKenzie said, and was funded through the local government ministry's Social Indigent program. McKenzie was also Member of Parliament for Kingston Western, where the Elgin Street houses are located, warned the owners of the brand new homes that they might be evicted for violations such as the illegal obstruction of electricity and water. Illegal throw-up connections are sometimes linked to electrical fires. This premises was gutted by fire over a year ago, and the residents were left without anywhere. We have been suffering from fires in Western Kingston, the minister said. Since the year started, we have had over 10 major fires in the constituency. McKenzie vowed to build out more units across the constituency as funds were made available. He added that the Kingston and the St. Andrew Municipal Corporation would play a role in enforcing discipline and that the new owners should care for their homes. You have an obligation to show you are worthy, he said. 2 of the homes are 2-bedroom units, while the other 2 have 1 bedroom each. Recipient of one of the homes, Monique Francis, said that she was displaced by fire 9 years ago, but only received a call recently that she would be a beneficiary. She was elated that she can now rest comfortably with her children, even though she may have to secure funds to create partitions in the 1-bedroom unit. Regardless of what, family never turned their back on me when my house burned down. Me have my own space now and I'm grateful, said Francis, who pledged to be compliant with water supply and the power payments. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.